Hello friends. It's been nearly 5 years since the last installment of the Harry Potter franchise made its big screen debut, but the fandom shows no signs of winding down. Instead, this remains the best-selling book series on record, with the whopping 4.5 million print copies sold. Fans of the series are clamoring for more from J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers, and with the live-action adaptation of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them scheduled for next year, it seems that the magical world of Harry Potter has plenty more to offer. With just over 13 months to go until the release of this next installment, here are 7 things you didn't know about Harry Potter.
7. Nicholas Flamel is a real historical figure. Nicholas Flamel appears in the Harry Potter franchise as the wizard and alchemist who discovered the Sorcerer's Stone. While he's never on screen, he's a major part of the book, mentioned several times as the owner of the stone. However, Flamel wasn't created for the book. He actually lived in Paris in the 1300s, and was successful scribe and a wealthy member of Parisian society. After his death in 1418, rumors spread that he was actually an alchemist, and had discovered the mythical stone that would turn lead into gold. He has been mentioned in several other novels and films, including The Da Vinci Code. Dan Brown.
Of course, here it is. Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Philosopher's Stone.
The what?
6. J.K. Rowling admits occasionally regretting Hermione ending up with Ron. While most fans are happy with the way that the romantic relationships turned out, there are a number who feel that it would have made much more sense for Harry and Hermione to end up together. And it seems that Rowling herself admits that it would have made sense. In an interview republished in part by the Sunday Times, she said, "For reasons that have very little to do with literature and far more to do with me clinging to the plot as I first imagined it, Hermione ended up with Ron. It was a choice I made for very personal reasons." Later in that same interview, she points out that Harry and Hermione would have been better suited. In some ways Hermione and Harry are a better fit, and I'll tell you something very strange. When I wrote Hallows, I felt this quite strongly when I had Hermione and Harry together in the tent. 5. Jamie Whaley, Crabbe, was cut from the film after being arrested for drug possession. Fans of the films were surprised to see Crabbe cut from the big screen after the first 6 films, despite being present in all the books, but it seems that this was due to his problems with the law. Whaley didn't cope well with the pressure of fame, and in 2006 was accused of having a problem with cocaine and marijuana. A series of tabloid articles alleged that he was constantly using, and even going to Harry Potter premieres while high. Then, in 2009, his car was searched and found to contain bags of weed and a knife. Carrying a knife over a certain size is illegal in the UK, and plans were found at his mother's house. He was charged with possession and sentenced to community service. After being cut from the films, he ended up spending time in prison for his participation in the London riots of 2011. Including possession of a Molotov cocktail, and cannabis possession. 4. Daniel Radcliffe also admitted to substance abuse. Whaley wasn't the only actor to succumb to problems with substance abuse, as Daniel Radcliffe himself admits that he regularly got blackout drunk while filming the final movies. While he was legally old enough to drink, this was obviously an issue, and he has spoken out in multiple interviews about how unhealthy and reclusive he became in his late teens. In 2010, he decided to kick the booze, and has been, mostly, sober since, although occasional reports will pop up claiming that the star has been spotted with a drink. He credits Gary Oldman with helping him realize that he had a problem, as Oldman has also struggled with alcoholism. 3. J.K. Rowling has been sued 3 times for copyright infringement. First, Rowling was sued by Nancy Stuffer in 1999, author of the children's fantasy series The Legend of Ra and the Muggles. Stuffer claimed that Rowling stole the word Muggle, which refers to non-magical humans in Harry Potter, and to a race of mutated humans in The Legend of Ra. Stuffer also claimed that the name of our hero was taken from a series of activity books titled Larry Potter and His Best Friend Lily. Obviously, there are some similarities here. Larry Potter sounds like a parody name, but the court found that this was not enough to infringe copyright. Another author, Adrian Jacobs, or more accurately, his estate, also claimed that Rowling had copied parts of his work titled The Adventures of Willy the Wizard, Livid Land. The short children's book, Willy the Wizard, does have some similarities to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. They are both about magical tournaments involving a water rescue round. Rowling claimed that she wasn't aware of the earlier work, and the case was found in her favor. Finally, Rowling and WB were taken to court over the inclusion of a band called the Weird Sisters, when Canadian band the Wired Sisters refused to allow them the rights to their name. Making Rowling's record a straight 3-for-3, the suit was dismissed out of court. 2. Neither Emma Watson nor Tom Felton expected to be cast. It's a good thing that Emma Watson's friends wanted to play Hermione, or she would never have been cast. The star didn't plan to attend auditions for the part, but when casting agents came to her school to hold open auditions, she joined in with her friends for a laugh. Luckily, the agents saw her potential. Tom Felton actually did audition, but went for the role of Harry Potter first. After being turned down to be the chosen one, he tried out to play Ron, and then finally landed the part of Draco Malfoy. On top of this, he admits to not having read the books until after he was cast, although at that point, he did his research.
1. Harry Potter isn't over yet. While the adventures of Harry, Ron and Hermione are over, Rowling continues to provide new stories and information for her fans. On the website Pottermore, she has published new material expanding on the existing universe in the form of essays and short stories, including some of James Potter's adventures at school. She has also been involved in the creation of an upcoming London play, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which debuts next year. She's also dropped hints about an American school of witchcraft and wizardry to appear in Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, prompting speculation about a new series taking place in the US. The Harry Potter fandom has even spread beyond the realm of fiction, with an interactive online Hogwarts, with actual courses and topics such as history of magic, a real-life Quidditch league, a Harry Potter-themed bar and a hotel with Harry Potter-themed rooms to sleep in. Between 7 novels, 8 feature films and, as we mentioned, even more material beyond the original series, there are many things about Harry Potter that fans should know. Did we miss anything essential? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching video. Here are some other videos we think you might like, and don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks.